Hola amigos, buenos dias, Queenie Martinez and welcome to my video. For today's video, we're going to discuss about the neurological basis of human movement. When a skill is practiced or experienced, the brain goes through a complicated process called motor learning that causes changes in the central nervous system. It enables the development of a new motor skills. It is essential for creating controlled movement and calibrating easy motions, like reflexes and frequently. Entails enhancing the smoothness and precision of movement. The mechanism by which the body of a human being controls movement are referred to as motor control. Our nervous system receives a torrent of information when we move, including information about the strength of our muscles, the contact of our feet with the ground, the feel of an object against our skin, and everything in between. Those nerve cells from the communication network of the nervous system are called neurons. Neurons are responsible for sending and receiving information. Perception is the process by which humans interpret, give meaning to, and orient themselves to the world. Perceptions involve making sense of this vast and constantly changing array of sensory informations. The two perceptual systems are principally involved in the transformation of sensations into useful perceptual information in the regulations of human activity. The visual systems inform us of the outside environment in which our body is placed and moves, whereas the somatosensory system gives us information about the environment inside our body. The awareness of bodily motions is known as kinesthesis, sometimes known as kinesthesia or kinesthetic sense. It entails being able to recognize changes in movement and postures of the body. Kinesthesis conveys a global sense of the body's position in space and its overall movement. Our general sense of our body's configurations and movement, as well as specific awareness of the positions and movement of individual limbs, is the functions of kinesthetics. These are the focal visual system and the ambient visual system. Ambient visual system supplies an important source of information, helping people maintain bodily balance and stability by imitating postural corrections to changes in body positions. Focal visual system is consciously perceived. Most people are not aware of the activities of the ambient system. Ambient vision is not under conscious control, and its sensory input serves automatic and non-conscious responses, whereas focal vision is primarily concerned with an object identification, with answering questions about what something is. Then the properties of ambient vision provide for its primary purposes in movement control, with answering the questions about where something is, whether where in question is an object, is space, or of the individual bodies moving through space. The cerebellum is primarily responsible for muscle control, including balance and movement. It also plays a role in other cognitive functions such as language processing and memory. The cerebellum plays a major role in adapting and fine-tuning motor programs to make accurate movements through a trial and error process. The motor cortex is an area within the cerebral cortex of the brain that is involved in the planning, control, and executions of voluntary movements. Signals are sent from the brain to the rest of the body, including the internal organs via the nervous system. Thus, the nervous system activity regulates a variety of functions, including the capacity to move, breathe, see, and think. The brain, spinal cord, and a suffocated nerve network are all parts of the nervous system. The brain and the body are communicated with via this system. All bodily functions are managed by the brain. From the brain, the spinal cord descends via the back. It is made up of strands of nerves that branch out to every organ and area of the body. The brain sends and receives information through this network of nerves to many regions of body. The motor neurons release a chemical which is picked up by the muscle fiber. This tells the muscle fiber to contract, which makes the muscle move. Neurons carry messages from the brain via the spinal cord. These messages are carried to the muscle, which tell the muscle fiber to contract, which makes the muscle move.